What's up, guys? Coach B here. Wanted to do a quick update on DraftKings. I haven't made a video in a while, and I know some of you guys got on the play, hopefully making a lot of money right now. I know I have been, and at least on this play. But anyway, so DraftKings, my initial video a month and a half, what I was talking about was two major things. One, trying to get in before, football season started, because football season, I think, is DraftKings bread and butter, along with all casinos, right? Because DraftKings doesn't just do fantasy sports anymore, fantasy football being the biggest in the United States. But on top of that, they started getting into sports betting. And with sports betting, again, football is the most bet on sport in the United States. So that was the, kind of the major reason I was looking to enter into this play at what looked to be some all-time lows, or right around there, kind of a oversold range for DraftKings. And then also something that I still think could play out is with the Delta variant and everything that's going on, if casinos start to get closed down, people are going to start gambling online. And where are they going to gamble online? Potentially DraftKings. All right, so let's look at some of this stuff. Let's go to the charts here first. All right, so we're looking at a daily chart on DraftKings. I believe where I was looking to enter in at was somewhere around here. And we got in, anyone who followed the play kind of got in somewhere around this $41 range, up to this $45, $46 range. And we're trading at $60 right now. So like I said, hopefully making some money. We got in a little bit early, looking at this oversold on the RSI. We started to see the MACD crossover and everything else. And, the stock's been doing pretty good. Had some other catalysts kind of come up in between now and then. Now, I believe this, this level here of this 57-ish, 57.60 is going to serve as support. You could see that, after coming up and hitting 60, we came down, touched it. Also, bounced off it again on Friday. So I think this stock's looking to go back up and test this all-time high back here of like 74.38. We might catch some resistance in between there at 67.65, but really, I'm thinking this play is going to go a lot further than that. Initially, my target was, kind of around $80, maybe by February. Now I'm thinking we blow past that and get into the triple digits, based on some of the other news that's happened over the last month. So we talked near the beginning of the month about DraftKings launching an NFT marketplace. I think that can be huge. We'll start to see how that pans out when we get into their November earnings. And, since my previous videos, we've seen a ton of mini catalysts. So some of the bigger ones that I think were a little bit more noteworthy and could make the company more profitable moving forward. One, just yesterday, the state of Oregon voted to switch its mobile betting operator to DraftKings. That's huge. ESPN is looking into gambling, and they're in talks with DraftKings and Caesars, among some other companies, about basically partnering up with one of them. If they were to potentially choose DraftKings, huge for the stock, and that's something that you definitely want to be in before that news drops. Also, DraftKings launched daily fantasy sports in Arizona. They partnered recently with SimpleBet to expand on sportsbook online gaming. Sponsorships, I feel like those little catalysts are going to just continue to be announced. More recently, we heard that they signed a deal with the Baltimore Ravens to be the official sponsor. They also had a sponsorship with WWE on SummerSlam just recently, and they've been announcing the same thing with other teams and everybody else. So let's look at the plays. So in my previous videos, first off, I talked about getting into the February expiration, because that'll include the first round of football earnings for their November earnings report, and also get you into that lead up to their February earnings. I'm going to look to cut before February earnings, because, at that point, I think it might become a sell the news type of thing, and we might be looking at new all-time highs. So that's my play, at least. If you wanted to go further out, that's cool too. To each their own, obviously not financial advice. But what I ended up doing back in a couple months ago or a month and a half ago when I entered this play was, I think I went with the $65 strike at the time. I want to say I got it around $2. So, trading at 720 right now, that's over 300% profits. In my second video, I went a little bit more short term to add on, and I went into the November. but with a $60 strike, just because, giving myself a little less time. And this is a long-term play for me. So I went with, I think, this November 60, and I want to say I got this right around $2 as well. It's currently trading for $6.35. Again, over 300% gains. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to be taking profits on these and rolling my position into February. So I'm going to roll out my positions here, not increase them, but just roll them out. So basically what I'll be looking to do is close these out, these Novembers and Februaries, and get into these February 85s. They're going for 258. Reason being is, one, that'll allow me to, take some profit off the table, put it in my pocket, but still hold on to some of my DraftKings position. And I really think that this stock has the potential to shoot up well past 80 at this point because of some of the stuff we talked about. And I think so, besides some of the recent news that we've already seen, we also have potential addition of online gaming across multiple states as that starts to become legalized, and that's just going to add on to the potential for DraftKings and other casinos and online bettors. And again, the big play here, which I think all this movement we've seen recently has nothing to do with, is football season is upcoming. Okay. And so I want to be a part of the November earnings and the run up to February earnings. So for me, again, rolling my position out, getting into this $85 strike is what I'm going to do. If you have not, this is your first time and you're wondering, man, am I too late to the party? What should I do? I think getting in right now, I see this $60 level, at least that $57 level, that range that I kind of pointed out. Yeah, we might see some drawback, but I think we're going to start holding that as support. And I mean, really, we're looking at a stock now I think has the potential to probably reach triple digits. So still a lot of room for growth there. I don't think it's too late to get in. I think this stock still has all the momentum in the world going up because, again, football season's right around the corner, legalization of gambling, everything else that comes into play with this. And potentially, this could be a COVID play. So, DraftKings, I'm in. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like and subscribe button. And also come check me out in the mornings. I live stream every day that the market is open during pre-market for the most part. Usually I get started around 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. somewhere in there. I'm on the West Coast. So if you're on the East Coast, that would be like 8 or 9. But either way, in the pre-market, I'm live streaming. If you hit the notification, you'll find out when. Have a great weekend. Good luck no matter what stock you're into.